Good evening, Professor. My name is Anthony, and I'll be answering the benefit and the manner of asking the right questions video response. First question, to what extent do the participants in the discussion seem to be seeking a better understanding of the issue? And to what extent do they seem to be trying to defend their own position on the issue? So the majority of the video itself was pinpointed towards the issue of gun regulations as well as shootings that have occurred in the past year, essentially. They definitely do hit points on the issue itself. They do ask a lot of questions, such as what legislative law can help benefit everybody, to help all these guns from getting out to everybody's hands. But they didn't really know how to answer these questions, so them seeking a better understanding was a little bit off, especially since the one who was mentioning all these questions, which was mainly Joe B., he kind of had an argument to everything that people would respond to it. Mika wanted kind of to regulate the amount of weapons that can go out. She asked the question why they are authorized to own 14 weapons in an apartment. And this kind of showed that this wasn't really a discussion, this was actually an argument, because Joe B then went off in a tantrum saying, well, let's be honest here. Are we going to allow the Second Amendment to be enacted after somebody owning 4 weapons, 5 weapons, 6 weapons? And then they went back to saying owning the amount of weapons didn't really matter at all. And then Mika kind of was coming back at Joe and saying, not really saying stuff, but you could tell that she was definitely getting underneath his skin. And then Joe immediately, his emotion kicked in and he reacted to it by mocking her. This happened at 5:28, and then it continued to over 5:50, where he interrupted Nicholas, who was trying to share one of his examples of how he could fix, or not how he could fix, but how they are trying to fix some things by creating new bills. The second question is, does their goal seem to defeat the arguments of those with whom they disagree, or to achieve a greater understanding of the issues and arguments? Well, their goal, honestly, at past about 2 minutes was to, or actually 3 minutes, 4 minutes, it was to defeat anybody's argument coming in. Joe B, as I said, he was interrupting a lot of people, and he would just go back to reiterating his questions about which legislative law would work. He also said a couple of other stuff, but it all pinpointed towards laws, legislative laws, and how they could benefit, but we don't know how to enact one. He was also very broad. Every single time someone, as I said previously, answered, he would get emotional and respond with his own beliefs, such as when Mika stated the fingerprinting and putting locks on weapons so that they don't get out, or so they can misfire if they're trying to shoot multiple times and stuff like that. And he shot it down, saying, well, it doesn't really matter, that wouldn't have stopped the Oregon shooting at all. It wouldn't have helped anyone, and it would have happened anyway. Joe did go both ways at some times. He did ask some really good questions to the group, and the group did really kind of sit back and try to think of it a little bit more. The portion of achieve a greater understanding of the issues and arguments, I think the only two people who really grasped something this whole conversation would have to be Nicholas and Mike. Mike is definitely more of a spongy type of person. He reads a lot of newspapers, and he spoke with Charles the previous day, and he said he soaked some of that in. He actually used that to help him with his arguments. With Nicholas, he didn't really interrupt anybody. He was really calm and collective, and he was listening to what everybody had to say, and he would respond back with some things. Thank you.